everybody. Thank you all for coming. I met Steve in 1982, I think it was, and I was asked to go to Tahoe and play with Curtis Lawson and California Blues Band for 2 weeks. And I had only arrived from Britain 2 years, used to playing rock and roll and pop music and jazz fusion, and I really didn't know anything about blues. So when I arrived in Tahoe, it turned out that me and Steve were sharing a room together, 2 Brits, and I was a bit concerned because I hadn't played blues, and I said to Steve the night before we went on stage, I said, Steve, I said, are we going to be okay playing with the brothers? You know? And he said, oh yeah, he said, no problem. He said, just watch me, he said, and I'll give you your cues. And all through the night, he just gave me a wink and a nod and a stamp of the foot. And I came through it okay, it was great. And the next week and a half, we just had a ball all the time. And since then, 34 years ago, I played with Steve on various occasions, like the Sausalito Cruise Club Jam on a Monday night, the Baby Boat Club Jam on a Monday night, and we always had a great time. And he was a wonderful human being, Steve. And not only that, he was a great guitar player, a great blues man, very easy to get on with, very soft-spoken, really nice nature, and I always used to really enjoy sending him funny emails of British jokes because he was the only one that understood them, you know. And anyway, he's kind of left us, but he hasn't really left us. He's still here with us, by the side of us, and I, for one, and I'm sure a lot of other people here tonight will miss him dearly. And I enjoyed my time with him, and all I can say is, Steve, I love you, man, and I'll see you on the other side, and we'll do it all again. Rock and roll.
Roy, you want to come up and say a few words?
All right. Maybe you've got your musicians don't really know me, but as Steve's friend for about...
Bring the mic to your mouth.
I was Steve's friend for about 20 odd years, and we've been very close to him. And he was a beautiful person, Steve. Beautiful person, a gentleman, and a scholar. Very respectful. And there was a lot of sides that some people didn't see about Steve. You know, he was a very different person in some ways. You know, he was very, very respectful, thoughtful, and very caring of other people. And this is why I always call him Squire. And that was my nickname for him, and it will always be. And even now, his son has been nicknamed Young Squire. So,
okay, that's good.
so I'd just like to say that to Steve, and I hope everyone has a good time today.
Steve Griffith.
Steve Griffith, you want to come up?
I really like that part about Squire. That's perfect. Perfect for Steve Gannon. Like many people here, I met Steve way back in the Eli's Mile Hike Club days. Like everybody here, I just found him wonderful to be around. Musically, personally, great guitar player, great joke teller. Now I know that Bianca is going to tell about some of those long-ass tours that she took with Steve, and he was part of the engine in the car that kept that tour going, right? wasn't, for a guitar player, a blues guitar player, he wasn't all wild and flashy. He was solid, soulful, a joy to see, to play with, to hang out with in between the sets. I got to know Steve on another front besides the musical front, because he was a pretty damn good electrician, and he was always game for doing any kind of construction work that I had to come his way. And I loved to have worked with Steve because he always had a steady conversation going. And I can't tell you any real funny anecdotes about Steve because, you know, he was always the steady guy. I do remember him telling me about a Sunny Roads tour where they went up to Canada. And it was Sunny Roads, Cowboy, Big John on drums. And when they got to the border, and Steve, you all know what a good storyteller Steve could be. He had me hooked, telling me the story about getting to the border, and there was lots of events on the way to the border, but the main event was Big John Evans didn't have any ID. He tried to get across the Canadian border with a Walmart check cashing card and a fishing license. And consequently was denied entry into the country except under house detention, in the hotel while Sonny and Steve played their gig for about a week. So I think a lot of you can relate to what a pleasure it was to be around Steve, have him share his stories, his music. I am so going to miss being able to call him up and hear that voice that would always say, "Hey, Griff, mate, how you doing, mate?" I'll miss him doing a Eli's Mile High Club Choice Key impersonation. "Don't mess with my money." You know how choice used to be. So, Steve, thank you for being my friend. And I'm looking forward to a lot of great stories and music tonight in his honor.